Imagine standing in the middle of a crowded street in a bustling city. Car horns blare. Notifications buzz from your phone. Screens flash images, ads, updates, each demanding your attention. Time feels like it's always slipping away, and the pressure to keep up never lets up. Now imagine stepping out of that chaos and into a quiet forest. The wind moves gently through the leaves. A river flows without haste. Birds sing, not because they must, but because they are. In this moment, nothing is rushed. Nothing is forced. Yet everything is accomplished. This contrast is not just about location. It's about a way of living, one that modern society often forgets. But Taoism, a philosophy over 2,000 years old, still holds the key. Welcome to the unfolding journey, where we explore ancient wisdom for modern lives. This is a space for reflection, discovery, and the deep questions that don't always have easy answers. If you're someone who feels the pull to slow down, reconnect, and live more mindfully, you're exactly where you need to be. Today, we're exploring what it means to live according to the Tao in the 21st century. How can an ancient Chinese philosophy guide us in an age of smartphones, social media, and nonstop schedules? Let's find out. What is the Tao? Before we can live according to the Tao, we need to understand what it is, or rather, what it isn't. The Tao, often translated as the Way, is not a religion in the Western sense. It's not a god, a law, or a set of commandments. The Tao is the natural order of the universe, the flow of existence itself. It's the unnameable force that underlies all things. The first lines of the Tao Te Ching, written by the sage Laozi, make this clear. The Tao that can be told is not the eternal Tao. The name that can be named is not the eternal name. In other words, the Tao is beyond words. It's something to be experienced, not explained. It is the rhythm of the seasons, the movement of the stars, the silent intelligence of nature. And it flows through us, whether we notice it or not. Why the 21st century needs the Tao. We live in an age of extremes. Information overload, endless striving, and digital disconnection define much of our daily lives. Stress, anxiety, and burnout are often seen as inevitable, even normal. Taoism offers an antidote. It reminds us that we don't need to constantly push, fight, or prove ourselves. In fact, the more we try to force life, the more resistance we create. The Tao invites us to stop fighting the current and learn how to flow with it. Living according to the Tao doesn't mean abandoning modern life or moving to a mountaintop. It means learning to live with more balance, simplicity, and alignment wherever you are. Wu Wei, effortless action in a busy world. One of the most important Taoist principles is Wu Wei, often translated as non-action or effortless action. Now, this doesn't mean doing nothing. It means doing the right thing at the right time, in the right way, without forcing it. Think of a skilled dancer who doesn't think about each step, but moves naturally, gracefully, in tune with the music. In today's world, we're taught to hustle, grind, and always be doing more. Wu Wei invites the opposite, to listen, wait, and respond only when the moment is right. For example, instead of frantically trying to solve a problem immediately, living with Wu Wei might mean stepping back, giving space, and allowing clarity to emerge. It's not laziness, it's wisdom. Taoism values simplicity, not as deprivation, but as freedom. In a society driven by consumerism and constant comparison, it's easy to get caught up in chasing more. More money, more stuff, more validation. But the Tao teaches that contentment arises not from addition, but from subtraction. To know when you have enough is to be rich. Tao Te Ching. Living simply means choosing what truly matters and letting go of what doesn't. It's turning off your phone to be present with a loved one. It's walking instead of rushing. It's saying no when your soul says, please rest. Minimalism, mindfulness, and slow living are all modern echoes of Taoist wisdom. So much of our stress comes from the illusion of control, trying to micromanage life, people, outcomes. But Taoism teaches that control is not the path to peace. Letting go is. Just as rivers flow and trees grow without our interference, life unfolds on its own. Our job isn't to force it, but to move with it. When we resist change, we suffer. When we try to force relationships, force success, or force understanding, we often create more chaos. The Tao asks us to trust the process, even when we don't understand it. This doesn't mean being passive. It means being responsive, not reactive. Trusting that clarity, like water, will come if you let the mud settle. The modern world glorifies struggle, the grind, the hustle, the no pain, no gain mentality. But Taoism values harmony. It teaches us to seek balance, not victory. Think of yin and yang, the Taoist symbol of duality. Light and dark, action and rest, strength and softness. Each completes the other. We're not meant to be on all the time. Constant productivity is not sustainable. Like the moon, we are meant to wax and wane. Taoism gives us permission to rest, to feel, to slow down, and to honor the rhythms of life. You might wonder, can the Tao coexist with technology? Yes, but only if we use technology, not let it use us. The Tao isn't anti-progress. It's about balance. A smartphone isn't a problem. The compulsive scrolling, distraction, and disconnection it often causes, that's where we lose the way. Living according to the Tao in the 21st century means using modern tools mindfully. Taking breaks, curating your digital space, replacing constant input with moments of quiet. Even in a digital world, you can still make space for presence. You can still listen for the Tao beneath the noise. In relationships, the Tao teaches us to be like water, gentle, flexible, yet powerful. Taoism encourages us to let others be who they are rather than trying to change or control them. When we approach others with judgment or rigid expectations, conflict arises. But when we listen, yield, and stay open, harmony becomes possible. Taoism promotes a deep respect for interdependence. We are not isolated beings, but parts of a greater flow. Compassion, humility, and kindness are not just virtues. They are natural expressions of living in tune with the Tao. You don't need to become a monk or master ancient texts to live Taoistically. Here are small, practical ways to live according to the Tao in everyday life. Start your day in silence. Instead of checking your phone, take a few minutes to breathe and be present. Spend time in nature. Watch how everything grows, moves, and rests without force. Declutter your life. Simplify your space, your schedule, and your mental load. Practice non-resistance. The next time you face difficulty, ask, what would water do? Trust the unfolding. When plans change or life surprises you, try surrendering instead of stressing. These small practices align you with the Tao, not as an idea, but as a way of being. Living according to the Tao in the 21st century is not about escaping the modern world. It's about living wisely within it. It's about choosing softness in a hard world, stillness in a loud one, and presence in a distracted one. It's about learning to flow, to let go, and to live in harmony with nature, with others, and with yourself. The Tao is not a destination. It's not something you achieve. It's something you notice, something you feel, something you live, moment by moment, breath by breath. In this chaotic era, the wisdom of the Tao is not outdated. It is urgently needed. If this message resonated with you, if it reminded you to slow down, to breathe, to reconnect, then you're already walking the way. Here at The Unfolding Journey, we explore ideas that matter, not just intellectually, but spiritually, emotionally, and practically. Ancient wisdom, modern life, timeless truths. If you're ready to keep unfolding, we invite you to subscribe to the channel, give this video a like, and share it with someone who could use a little more peace in their life. Leave us a comment. How are you bringing the Tao into your daily life? Until next time, stay present, stay soft, and let the way unfold.